It's Eurovision weekend. I'm recording this on the afternoon before the big event, so the excitement is still to come. I really do try never to miss it, and have watched it for the many years before it became the camp fest of today. I can remember watching Cliff twice, Lulu, Cloda, Olivia, the Brotherhood of Man, of course the New Seekers in the 1970s, on the sofa, maybe in black and white with my parents. I still have somewhere the single of Vicky Leandros singing Come What May, which will at some time be a very useful Popmaster answer. Hasn't been yet though. And ABBA, of course, well, goes without saying, still a first love. A school friend, Lance Aston, was actually in it as part of the now long forgotten, except by him, he reminds us every year, Prima Donna. He married a Shakespeare sister and now lives in LA, but his little sister Jay, who I knew as a weenie 13-year-old, was in Bucks Fizz and won it the next year. I watched that one in a hotel in Greece, I remember, with a crowd of cheering Brits. Then came what I would call the wilderness years, for us anyway, and I think Terry Wogan actually took over the commentary around then, and that's when it started to be taken a little less seriously, I'd say, over here. It's always been a much bigger thing over there, and yes, it did get a bit ridiculous when over there included Australia and even Russia, I think, for a while. What were we thinking? And Israel, of course, and the political part never used to get much more serious than Cyprus always giving 12 points to Greece and vice versa, and France 0 points to us. But it became much more of a thing when Europe became the much bigger Europe of today, and I guess they realised by then that they didn't need Australia to keep it going, and by then, of course, it was too late. Anyway, I've tried hard to find some sort of financial services twist or angle for all this, but I've failed, which is perhaps the point, that Eurovision really isn't connected to anything else or the real world in any way that I can find, apart from no doubt costing a fortune to put on. So it really is an escape. And an escape, I have to say, for me alone in our household. Tonight in particular, as my only family Eurovision ally will be working, and the rest will either leave me to it or banish me to my laptop. They don't know what they're missing. Or maybe they do. From the always dodgy, dreadful presenters to the always quite a few laugh out loud dreadful acts, to trying to pick a winner, to the interminable voting. It's a once in a year treat. Yes, I did try the semi-finals this year, but that was a camp step too far for me. But I'll be there, or by the time you watch this, will have been there through the thick and thin and everything, of which there will be a lot in between. If you've liked this, please give it 12 points and subscribe if you'd like more.